Teletubbies is a children's television series that aired from 1998 to 2001. And I'm not gonna lie, I absolutely loved watching this as a kid. And I'm probably gonna have my kids watch this in the future as well. I don't know, we'll see. But this is a creepy channel, isn't it? So let's take a look at the dark side of the Teletubbies. Hello, what up? Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. Make sure you subscribe if you enjoy scary videos, because if you do, then this is a place for you. Also, don't forget to like this video, drop a comment down below, and now let's talk about the scary story behind the Teletubbies. For starters, did you know that the characters are actually like 10 feet tall? Just imagine being all alone with these creepy giant creatures. And what are they supposed to be? I actually looked this up, and it says they're supposed to be humanoids of toddler-like proportions. I mean, what? They're described as 4 colorful childlike creatures. Now, I know this is supposed to be creative and all, which it is, but at the same time, looking at it today, it's just kind of creepy, you know? I don't really know why exactly, but yeah. It also kind of reminds me of the weirdcore aesthetic, and I'm not gonna lie, I absolutely love that freaking aesthetic. I tried going for it once for my Halloween videos. It didn't work out. I'm still trying to figure it out, but yeah. Anyways, so the sun is the face of a baby, and they have freaking TVs in their stomach. And that, my friends, brings me to this super creepy theory about the show. Also, if I'm kind of out of breath, if you can tell, I don't know if you can tell or not, but it's just because I'm nearly 9 months pregnant. So yeah, just bear with me, please. Anyways, the theory talks about the real origins of the Teletubbies. So apparently the Teletubbies are supposed to be based on these 4 children who died in an asylum called Laala Land, which was apparently located in Bulgaria. Okay, so forgive me if I'm mispronouncing the names. I don't really remember it that well. This was over 20 years ago, okay? But yeah. So Laala is based on a patient whose face was deformed. It was permanently stretched in the shape of a smile. She was locked in a cold room for years. She was isolated, which made her lose her mind. She would dance to no music. She couldn't speak their language anymore. Anything she'd say would make no sense whatsoever. And due to her literally being locked in that room for years and not getting any sunlight, her skin turned yellowish. Now, Tinky Winky also had that everlasting smile. He was deaf as well, and he would always hit his head against the wall super hard, which actually made them lock him outside, tied him to the fences. So he was always out there and got frostbite. And that, well, it made him turn blue. According to the theory, these kids were absolutely abused, mistreated. This place was just horrible. Now, Donk, again, I don't know if I'm mispronouncing their names or not. I don't even remember how to say it. But Donk, I'm gonna put up the pictures, of course, so you can know who the heck I'm talking about. Donk was also deformed at birth, and just like the others, he couldn't speak either. I mean, because he was never taught, you know. He was a very sick child, very weak, and nobody ever bothered to even try and help him. They never had a doctor check on him or anything. They just didn't want to spend the money or time on him. He couldn't even eat, and when he did eat, he would just throw up a lot after. He would spend days laying in his own vomit. Those people were absolutely horrible. Guys, oh my gosh, this series is so dark. But let's carry on. Long story short, this boy spent his whole life hungry because nobody ever bothered to help him. Now, lastly, there was Polina. She was abandoned at birth due to her deformity. Some versions will say that the building actually caught on fire and they just left her behind. They forgot about her. Others will say she was asleep one day and thrown into the fire by accident. How does that happen? This is all completely messed up, I know. Trust me when I say there are so many versions to this legend, this theory or whatever. There's so many theories too. But yeah, apparently according to the legend, these 4 kids were absolutely mistreated. They were abused. They were so unhappy. They were like looking for a way out, of course. This whole thing just messed with their heads. It wouldn't mess anyone up, especially a child. So their only escape was their TV, and once they threatened to take the TV away from them as a punishment. I don't know what they were being punished for. Maybe there wasn't even a reason. Those people were crazy. The people at the asylum threatened to take away the TV, and that's when they absolutely lost it. That was their escape from real life. A horrible life. So they were desperate. They were freaking the hell out. Okay, now this is about to get gross. It's very graphic, so click out if you can't take it. I can't take it, and I'm telling it, so I don't know what I'm doing. But they were so desperate that they cut their stomachs open and tried to attach the TV inside their stomach. I don't know how that would go, but yeah. Other versions will say that they just swallowed the pieces, all in hopes that they would still be able to watch TV. How sad is that? How creepy, how incredibly... I don't even have words to describe this. This whole theory is just insane. And then of course there's a theory that says that the Teletubbies, that show is actually a show that takes place in the future. A future where technology has completely taken over. So what are they supposed to be? Aliens? Or are we supposed to look like that in the future? Oh my gosh. Anyways, I would love to hear your thoughts. Have you ever heard of this theory before? Or have you ever heard any theory regarding the Teletubbies? Definitely drop a comment down below. And did you watch it as a kid? It was very entertaining, I'm not gonna lie. Though looking at it as an adult, it's kind of creepy. But yeah, like I said, I'll probably have my kids watch that. Probably not this video. I'm not gonna let them watch this video. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you're having an awesome day or night. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already, especially if you enjoy scary things. Because if you do, then this is a place for you. Thank you so much again, and I'll see you children in my next video. Doodles!